Everybody, this is a trade from earlier this week here in heating oil, so a futures contract, 1 minute, system 2, that's a turtle pattern. And we see the turtle pattern right here. There are a couple of nice learnings and ahas with this. I want to share that with you. So this is a turtle pattern, it's an harmonic pattern. This is the momentum move that belongs to the pattern. And we can actually see that there was just before there was another pattern, and that's the S1 gecko. Giving it a bit more perspective, you can see that this is the gecko pattern, right, and the turtle. So there was a bigger momentum move that led to the gecko pattern. And what we basically have here, we've got a pattern right after another pattern, and that gives double pressure. That gives us two targets. The first target is up here on this turtle pattern, and then we've got an outer target that is basically up here that combines both patterns together. Now the turtle pattern is complete. We see the test bar here, and that allowed me to put a stop buy order. So the buy level is up here, the stop goes here, and we see nice support of the 21 moving average. So the stop goes on the other side of the 21, 1 time frame higher here in the 5 minute. So the stop is nicely protected. And as well, we see that the high frame, the 15-minute chart, it's nicely trending with correct order of moving averages. And we're basically sitting here on top of 8. So the 8 moving average is pushing price higher. And there's an extra bonus, the high frame, the 60-minute. Well, it's in a nice trend as well. And that gives us the opportunity for a nice move. Now what happened next is, well, the entry triggered at that point of time. Just after entry, well, we've got one stop run level, which is this one, and we can see what happened. Well, there was a small stop run move, then a pullback, which often comes. And then it took a couple of bars, right, to just consolidate around the 21 moving average, and with a break to a new high. Well, this allowed me to tighten the stop and go basically to half risk or to below the higher low here. Well, you can nicely see here, after this momentum move, how price has been supported nicely by the 21 and as well compressed, right? So the bars are getting tighter and tighter. And it looks like we're getting a nice move, right, off the ground, like off the 8. And basically into this higher territory. Now let's see what happened. Well, it took another couple of pullbacks to the 21 moving average. This was a nice test, right? A strong test. It basically tests the high. This support and resistance area, which is the high of the turtle pattern. So that's a test testing the 21 and the highs. And that was basically the last kiss, right? Well, the test goes as well to the 21 here, find support, and that's the last kiss. So as it took a while to actually produce a good follow through, the high frame turned into a super trend, and the super trend is the very best trend we can get. So by now we have achieved the 2R level. So if your goal is to bring home at your minimum R goal, weekly R goal, well, you could take full profit here. Mission accomplished, right? Early in the week, within a short time, like it's less than 2 hours, or because it's early in the week, well, I want to make it more than 2 hours, right? So let's see what happened. So it continued further up. So looking at these bars here, well, latest here, you should understand, hey, something is going on. These are really big unusual bars, right? Bigger than any other bar here in the high frame, and as well in the high frame. Well, that's a relatively big bar. It's basically pulling away, right, from the moving averages, pulling away. So something is going on. So what is going on? Well, we can see that on a higher time frame. If we look at the weekly chart, well, this is another pattern. And on the weekly chart, we just see that price is here, right here at the stop run level. And this is why we get this big move. The first stops are getting triggered. We get we get the bar to build up in this time frame, and it basically translates in the lower time frames into a big move, right? So by now the 4R level is achieved. And according to the stop algorithm, we tighten up, right, the stop. Now it's about bringing profits home and not let price pull back too much. So it's about profit preservation by now. The stop is still nicely protected behind the 21 moving average. I decided to not swing trade this because we're already moving away from the moving averages. So we're already in a vertical move here and we are overextended here. I mean, this might go on much longer, but I just want to bring that home, right? This nice R multiple, giving it a chance to still expand further. So this was the stop out. The overall result is a 3.5 R. That's quite nice to get early in the week within less than 2 hours here. Trading heating all on the 1 minute chart. So that's the power of the turtle pattern. And now as well, in hindsight, we can see how this move, right, this momentum move, is basically an exact replication of this momentum move. And this is what we look for. We look for a measured move in extent, in time duration it takes. It's very similar, right? And the characteristic of the move, like this is mainly green bars, they're mixed with one red bar. Well, we see the very same thing here, right? Mainly green bars and one red bar in between. So basically it did a perfect measured move, and the patterns are just in between both moves. Thank you.